Let's make some strawberry oat muffins. Yum! My strawberries were pretty much thawed, and they're still a little bit icy, but I mushed them up with this little pastry cutter. You could use a fork, you could cut them up however you want to do it, but you need about 2 cups worth. And we'll just set that off to the side. For the dry, I have 1 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then if you want to, you can add 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, totally optional, and then 1/3 cup of old-fashioned oats, and just mix all that together and set off to the side. For the wet, I have 1/3 cup of oil. You can use whatever you have on hand. I have grape seed, so that's what I'm doing. 1/3 cup of maple syrup. I don't have the real thing, so I'm doing Walmart brand, baby. And then I added 3 little drops of maple flavoring. We're doing 2 eggs and then 1 cup of sour cream. It's supposed to be Greek yogurt, but you use what you got. And we are going to mix all that together now. I also don't have a whisk, so it's gonna use what we got, baby. And there's also 2 teaspoons of vanilla in there. Don't forget that. Okay, now we are going to combine the dry with the wet and mix that all together as well. Right when it gets to about that stage, we are going to add in all of the strawberries and fold those in as well. Use your spatula or your hands or whatever you got. Okay, spray your pan, get that all ready, and then I'm going to spoon some batter in there. I topped them with a tiny little bit of sugar and then a few bits of rolled oats. Do whatever you want though. We're going to bake these at 400 for about 15 to 20 minutes or until the toothpick comes out clean. And remember about halfway through to rotate them. Okay, that is the finished product. I did it for 10 minutes and then rotated them for about another 8.5, 9 minutes. And that's what they look like. They do look pretty gooey on the inside. I don't think you can see the steam in it at all, but the gooiness is actually just like the frozen strawberry. So let's give it a try. They are not very sweet at all, first off. So they're not like a sugary dessert, which is kind of hoping for. Even with a little bit of sugar that I added on top. Maple syrup just wasn't really super sweet, even though it's like fake maple syrup, whatever. Second batch I did add white chocolate chips and then just the oats on top. I'm not going to add sugar to, and we'll see how that is, but they're very tasty. Next time I'll definitely add more cinnamon. I always do this to myself, so definitely more cinnamon. So let's go see how the hubby likes it though. These were not sweet at all, which I was really hoping for because I like sweet muffins. The maple syrup did not contribute a whole lot because I think it only had like the 1/3 cup. Husband really liked them because they weren't sweet. Next time I'll just use all-purpose flour and definitely use like brown sugar instead of maple syrup because I just like them a little more sweeter, but they're still pretty good. And I might do blueberry as well next time. The frozen strawberries were just like mushy. Didn't like that, but they were okay. So there's a silver lining. Hope you guys enjoy and have a good night.